Hello, it's another week for music today. It's Mrs. Mansour in the dark, if you can tell. I can make a little rabbit. I want to show you, this is a software program that we are using for music this year, and I just want to show you what it looks like so you can log into it. Our assignment for this week is to go to a certain spot on this music software page on your own computer, where you can do this on your own, and it's kind of some interactive worksheets. You don't have to fill out a worksheet this week, but I just want you to work on these pages online, and you don't have to save them. I just want you to work on them. They review for learning the lines and spaces. Actually, I lied. There is a little worksheet to do, but it's very easy. It's not like the last week's, which was kind of long. So when I send this to you on your Google Classroom, it's going to look like this when you open it up. It's called Music Play. And I just want to talk you through it so you know what to do. And unfortunately, I need to run back to my desk I can't run this from the front of the whiteboard, the front of the room, the whiteboard. So I'm gonna have to run back to my room, back to my desk, back and forth. So it's gonna be kind of a funky video today. But when I send you an activity for this week, it's going to look like this. When you open it up on your Google Classroom, it's gonna look like this. It might say grade 4 instead of grade 5. But what you're going to do is I'll type out the steps, but you can also watch it on here. Down here on the right down here, you're going to see where it says interactive other. And you can see my little pointer right here, interactive other. And I want you to click on that and hang on. I'll be right back and I'll show you what it looks like. It said you clicked on the interactive other, and this is a little tiny slideshow. It's called the staff lesson, and you'll see it right here, the staff lesson up here. And this is reminding you that the staff, this is kind of what we reviewed about last week. The staff has 5 lines and 4 spaces, and then you're going to click on this little black arrow, and I'll be right back, and it'll show you what's going on. Then these are little activities, little pages of what we can do. And I don't think you need to go all the way to these. I think we're going to go down to placing a note on a line, place the note in the staff, place the note in the space. Okay. We're going to start with lesson number 9, page number 9. So I'm going to scroll through and I'm going to write that down. So it'll be page number 9. You can do 1 through 8 if you want to, and then just keep clicking this black button. But it's kind of review. If you want to, you can do that, kind of practicing how to draw a treble clef and where to put them and stuff. You kind of click and drag things to a spot. So it's kind of a fun thing to do. But I for sure want you to start on page 9. And I'm going to click to 9, and I'll let you know what that looks like. So I clicked on the number that said number 9, and this is what it says. It says place the line. Oh, this is really hard to see for you, isn't it? I'm going to see if it's a little easier this way. It's not really easy at all. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. Kind of hard to see. This says place the note on the line. So what you're going to do is you are going to put your cursor in here, and it says line number 1. So you're going to drag this note and put it on line number 1. This is line number 3. So you're going to drag the note to line number 3. And I'm going to do it so you can see what I'm doing. So just watch for a minute. So if you notice, did you notice that I put them on the spaces at first? I made a mistake at first and then I had to go and change them because they wanted me to put the notes on the line. So I clicked and I dragged. Then when I got done with that page, I did my arrow to go here. I went to the next page. The spaces are numbered from the bottom. This is like space number 1, space number 2, space number 3, space number 4. Touch the boxes to review the space numbers. We'll see what that does. Keep going to the next pages, the arrow at the bottom. And I'm just going to skip a couple pages until it gets to the part kind of that we're talking about this week about the lines and spaces and the letter names. I'm going to skip that one. So this is kind of similar to the worksheet that you did last week, where they show you a note and you need to choose which of these letters are correct. And remember, every good boy does fine, or for the lines. And so I'm going to click and drag my E into that box. And every good starts with a G. And so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to show you the next couple pages. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to bounce back and forth to my desk, but I would like you to do pages 9 through 19. 9 through 9, actually, yeah, probably 9 through 21 would be fine. Name the notes on the staff. And so that would be, that's some good exercise and some good practice for you and to getting you ready for this next worksheet. This next worksheet is going to be graded. It's going to be in your Google Classroom. I'm going to turn the light on so you can see what it is, and I'll be right back. You will see this Music Play website a lot this year, but that's just my way of showing you how to, that's my way of showing, I'm going to flip this, it's out of the way. My way of showing you how to get to that spot. It's a little intimidating the first time you work on it because when you open up that, click on that first page, you see a lot of stuff and it's hard to know what to click onto. And the interactive sheets are what you're looking for. Now this is a worksheet that's going to be a kind of like a test. This will be graded for you, and this is going to be downloaded on your Google Classroom sheet also with you. The first top page, again, is like a review sheet. It's kind of like the one I sent you last week that's kind of at the beginning of the assignment, because you can use this for recess. You don't have, for reference. You don't need to do anything on this page, because on the next page, you need to spell your name. And there's actually 2 blank ones. This one has a girl's picture on top of it. And so if you're a girl, you can use this page. The next one is a boy's page. A boy's page with a boy's picture on top. So if you're a boy, you can fill that one out instead of the other one. They're identical. It's just the girl's picture and the boy's picture. But here's an example. What they want you to do is they want you to take your name, and maybe not every letter in your name is in the musical alphabet. Remember, the musical alphabet is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and they're not all on there. So if you have a letter, for example, let's see if we can figure out who this is. This is a girl. These are her letters that aren't in the musical alphabet. So she just wrote them L-I-N. This is, if you look at the review sheet on the page before, and about ledger lines, if you were listening to or if you followed that page about ledger lines when they don't fit, they're just a little bit higher than the 5 lines and spaces, or a little bit lower than the 5 lines and spaces. This letter is not, she put this letter down here because this is a D, or again, you could have used the D up here. Every good boy does. You could have used that D up there. So that's a D, and then she has an A. So her name is Linda. So that's Linda. And again, you write the letters that aren't in the musical alphabet, you just write them on there, and you draw the letters that are in the musical alphabet. This is kind of like a little tiny test, just so see what you've been learning in the last couple of weeks. This one, again, my favorite instrument is, and it doesn't have to be one that you know how to play. Maybe it's just something that you've seen and you think might be fun to play sometime. This person, this is an E, and this is a C. I'm looking backwards. So they've got RECORDER. So this person spelled the word recorder for the instrument that they like to play or they like to hear. And because there is no R's and no O's and no R in the alphabet, they had to write those letters in. But the letters that are used in the alphabet, they drew them in the right spot. This one says, in music class, I like to. This person, can you figure out what they wrote down? This is a space. Remember, FAC, space number 3. So what would that be? What letter would that be? L is not in the musical alphabet, so they had to write that one. This one, think of the spaces again, FACE. So what word did they write? Something they like to do in music class. They like to clap. So this is what your assignment is. This is an example of somebody named Linda. Her name is Linda. My favorite instrument is recorder. And in music class, I like to clap. So you're going to do the same thing on your blank page. If you're a girl, you're going to do this girl page. If you're a guy, you're going to do this page. My name is blank, so fill in your name. And again, if it's one of the letters of your name is part of the musical alphabet, then you're going to put it in the right spot. My favorite instrument is, you're going to do the very same thing. You probably write it at the bottom and then fill in the notes in the right spot if they're appropriate, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. In music class, I like to. And this is the one I want you to show, that I want you to take a picture of back and show me, again, what you did for it. And make sure when you take a picture, it's really super close so I can see and I can read your sheet. I don't even need to see your face in the picture. I need to see what the sheet says, so I can kind of correct it from there. And that's our lesson for this week. So I want you to start to use that interactive website called Music Play. If you have any problems getting onto it, let me know. And I will help you talk you through it. But I'm going to write down the steps and I'll type them out also so you can kind of see what it is. You can either follow along in this little video, so as I show you what to push and what to click on. But then once you get to that page, then you should be able to do some interactive things. You can go through the first page, page 1 through 9 before if you want to, but 9 through 21 are the ones that I'd really like you to practice with. And then this is kind of like a test that will be in the grade book to show me what you have learned from the last 2 weeks. Okay? And have a great week. Let me know if you have any questions if it doesn't work. Bye.